Do not attempt to adjust your screen. Forbes DVD Live is taking over.
We on?
Ready? Alright, so yo, we got Buddha Monk in the building.
Superly foul.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
This is your camera right here, so you can look at me and the camera's looking at you, or you can look at me, whatever. But we got Buddha Monk in the building. First of all, for people who might look, I remember you from Shimmy Shimmy Yo video. At the end of the video, you was a nigga with the shirt off, like, ooh, that's what I remember.
Oh, that's dude?
Actually,
Wow.
I had my shirt on.
Oh, so Dirty had his shirt on.
Dirty had his shirt
Yeah,
on.
I just remember the shit was just chaotic.
The bigger nigga. The
Yeah.
bigger nigga.
Oh, wow.
So, for people who don't know who you are, explain to them who you are.
Well, I've been doing this now just as long as everybody else in the game. Wu-Tang, about 20, well, we got 26 years in the making now. About 26,
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
Maybe more.
If you go back to start with RZA.
Before Risen.
Okay.
Me and Dirty was doing this like on the block, doing
Okay.
clubs and stuff like that, you know, local, and then turning it into a profession. Basically, I'm the one that everybody hate to love, you know, but I don't pay that no mind. I just do my job. Whatever my position was, that's what it was, which was basically everything. Producing, making sure he get to the studio on time, making sure he get to the interviews.
You had a hard job.
My job was the worst. The worst, but the best.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like a lot of people don't know, you know, I was, as well as making sure, you know, he get there on time, I'm actually the one that got him and Buster to do the Wu-Ha joint,
Classic
you know what I'm
joint.
saying?
Jay Dilla remix,
Me and
right?
me and Wa-Kem, yeah. You know, me and Wa-Kem got in touch with me. He was talking to me, and Buster was on the phone like, yo, Buddha, you know, yo, man, I really need you to help me get dirty.
They was on the
this joint.
same label at
Same
the time.
label, Electra, yeah. So I put
Crazy ass video too.
his truck got stuck on my block in the snow. My whole block helped pull his truck out the snow from in the middle of the block all the way back out.
Wow.
With ropes, you know what I'm saying? We got it out. And he lost his like beeper. The next day he came over, he rapped with us and stuff like that. And then the next day I got him and Dirty together, and they started talking about doing the song together. They couldn't even get, Sylvia Rome couldn't even get them to both be in the office and make it happen at the same time.
Wow.
Dirty was just like, nah, but I was telling Dirty, like, listen, you know, people saying y'all sound like this and that and then the third. I think this song right here help people see the difference in between the two of y'all and the way y'all rapping. Your styles are totally different. You're just two great artists that got a lot to, you know, give to each other and commit a better song in life, that people know how to work together from the hood over on this side of town.
So what am I wrong? Did Jay Dilla produce that, or was that Rashad Smith?
I think it was Rashad Smith.
It was
I don't
Rashad
think it was
Smith.
Jay
Tumbling
Dilla.
Dice, right?
Yeah.
Tumbling Dice
Yeah.
did that on Wu-Ha beat.
Yeah. Shout outs.
Yeah, so you had to, you had to
Many sleepless nights.
Dirty. Like, wow, where do we begin?
We
Like,
started from like riding around in Sundance car with 40s in it, doing our thing, and then I was DJing and he was rapping, and then sometimes he would take the mic and I like he would take the turntables and I would start rapping, and he was like, oh, you could rap. So, you know, every now and then he would come back through, but I was doing a lot of house music parties, hip hop, stuff like that, you know, tearing up a lot of the major clubs, all of the clubs like in Manhattan and everything, playing. So then I started singing. And then he started coming to some of my shows, and then he realized, like, yo, one day when they finished the first Protect Your Neck song, that's when After the Laughter was on the other side of it. Before they got to deal with RCA. He brought it to my house, and I started hitting the DJs in Manhattan, like flexing everybody to try to take a listen to this joint. But I was busting it in all the clubs, and everybody kept coming asking me where could they get it. So I would have extra vinyls that they left with me to give other DJs.
wow.
And that's how the message is. Like, people don't want to tell too much the story of who started what and who helped what. It's like always, you just always seen them in the background, and it's like crazy because, you know, for me as an artist and the things that I've done, it's like, okay, you see all of this fame and glory go past you, but nobody really telling the story on who made a lot of this stuff happen. You know.
I remember. So why is it that you was more on? You wasn't a part of the big Wu-Tang picture, but you was definitely on the Dirty side. Like when it came to Dirty, we saw you, but we didn't see you universally on all these Wu projects that was coming out.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me, I don't ride another man's coattail.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm nice. And a lot of artists, I mean, I give credit to the Wu. The Wu is some dirty, nasty niggas nice on the mic. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes, You know, like when you see there's too many people holding that angle and that light, you got to get out of it. Because even when I put my albums and everything out, I don't put no Wu symbols on. I don't be rocking in my my posters and stuff like that for like my shirts or whatever. I don't put no W's or try to change a word, nothing like that. I did my own logo, my own promotions. I got with the same lady who was doing all the promotions for Dirty was doing the promotions for me, which was Eva Reeds, and she was the one who was like, basically, you know, I could get you some deals in Europe. So I took it the other way, because when I originally tried to do the deal with Elektra, Sylvia Rome was ready to sign me, but RZA and Dirty didn't show up because they had something else to do, so they gave the deal to Busta's artist, which was Boy Scout.
Wow, Rampage.
Wow.
Rampage.
Wow.
Which big up, that's my brother.
Mm-hmm. We on Brooklyn.
We still smacking it. I stay in touch with him. I'm doing a lot of things. We're doing a lot of stuff with a lot of artists.
So I was at BAM, and this Dirty documentary was supposed to come on. I was there, and this Dirty documentary was supposed to come on, and then right before the documentary, shout out to Papa Wu, before the documentary comes on,
Right.
the guy says the lawyer can't show. Was you there at the time?
Nah, I didn't even want to show up.
What? Why? So you didn't support the documentary?
Nah, I'm not gonna support it. I'm not gonna support it. It's a lot of stuff that people don't know, and I'm here to tell it because I'm God and I'm real with what I say, you know.
So explain why you didn't support
Well,
it.
lately, a lot of the team felt like, because you know, I put the Brooklyn Zoo project, the last project we just did, the Brooklyn Zoo project, I put that together. Me, my man Lucky, the Brooklyn Zoo and the Zoo Ninjas, but yet they had a problem with one of the Zoo Ninjas being on tour with us. So I was like, listen, we did this together. We're not going in all together. I'm not going in with y'all like that. Oh, he's trying to be some type of diva nigga now and all this other kind of bullshit. So I was like, it is what it is. You feel what you feel. Y'all do what y'all do. And then I got with R.L. and we started doing up 2 new groups, which was the Heisman and Zoo Bullies. The Zoo Bullies was my new group. It wasn't like a chop off of trying to make everybody think Zoo Bullies was something. It was something totally different. When I did my interview, I had left from Florida after Dirty had passed. I went to Europe and stayed in Europe for 5 years.
Wow.
Touring on Buddha Monk only. Touring on Buddha Monk. I took 6 dudes, got them passports, and we bounced.
Wow.
We was only supposed to be in there for 1 show, and they stayed for a year. I stayed for 5 years straight touring. Came back over here, flipped it. Started, you know, I moved to like Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? Got new cribs, cars, just did my little thing and still was producing music with R.L. But before I left to go to Massachusetts, I was in Brooklyn with him for like a year.
Okay.
You know, year and a half, I think. And we've been working on music and stuff like that and putting our projects together. But the thing is, a lot of times, everything that go on in a cypher, sometimes I get the blame for it. And I wasn't even there.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, I'm like, listen, Dirty's gone now. I don't even want to be dealing with a lot of this stuff. I don't have to no more. That's my brother. I love. Mommy calls me all the time. We stay in touch. I send her though. She talked to me. She let me know I'm still her #1 son. Other than her son passing, I stay in touch with all of my other artists. I go on tour with Wu-Tang sometime. Like me and Meth just did a show like 3 weeks ago out in Connecticut. So it's like whenever I get on stage, I do my part. Like they'll give me the mic. I'm always busting off on the stage, no matter what. But as far as like getting on the albums and everything like that, I was more focused on working on Dirty's project. You understand what I'm saying? Because Dirty would like give me a whole bunch of music and then just leave the studio and be somewhere having sex all night long.
Yeah, and then you got to put it all together.
Right. And so dirty ass motherfucker, I was stuck with the job.
So, question: Dirty's music right now. Who has Dirty's master? The unreleased music. Where is it? Who has it?
Well, I got some, but
Okay.
they'll never get it because there ain't nobody gonna pay what I want.
Okay.
You know, and I don't think I should have to sell his music for them to acknowledge, you know, Buddha Monk had it, or like I'm gonna start some epic because I've been holding on to some music. I'm not gonna do that. So I just, it is where it is. It's done what it's done. And if I ever decide to release something, it'll be something with me. You know what I'm saying? It's not being selfish. It is what it is. Rockaway, whatever his name is, Damon Dash, Dame Dash, whatever. He got some of it, and RZA got a lot of stuff because the last couple of mixes that RZA was doing in the studio, me and Dirty went there for like a whole week. I was singing and laying hooks, rapping, laying hooks, giving them like hooks to mad songs, and I started noticing some of the songs was coming out and they put Dirty Son on it, but they mentioned Dirty and him, but I'm singing a hook and my name ain't even on the joint. I'm like, that's it for me. I'm done. Niggas been trying to steal my royalties for production that I did off albums off the Wu-Tang.
Wow.
That's another reason why I didn't go too deep into doing a lot of stuff with them, because I was doing production, I was rapping. I was singing on C.R.E.A.M. I didn't see no royalties from
Wow.
C.R.E.A.M. That's me singing on C.R.E.A.M. 62nd is the remix. I'm the original cut. Million, like 3 million plus sold. Not one royalty. I'm not hating. I'm not mad about it. I'm caking. I'm good. But I just, it's just like when you know something, they say, when people show you who they really are, believe them.
So the singing on C.R.E.A.M wasn't dirty?
No, that's me. Ooh,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Wow.
Wow, yo, we've been bamboozled.
Wow. I never knew that. I thought that was you.
They didn't even have an idea. RZA was just playing the beat, and that's how I really originally got into it, because Dirty was sitting in the back, and him and RZA was talking, and RZA had said, we should make this the song, and I was like, nah. And RZA was like, yo, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I was like, and Dirty was like, that's my right hand. He gonna be with me from now on all the time. He gonna rock everything, gonna take care of everything. So RZA was like, well, why you think not this song? I said, because that After the Laughter song, it's not really something that's gonna be friendly radio. But even if you're gonna strike with an underground joint, it's gotta at least have different characters, and at the same time, it's gonna bring like yo, who's this? Oh, who's that? Who's this? Who's that? Even when they did the other one, Chamber Number, I think it's Chamber Number 9, or one of those joints, it's Wu-Tang, That's What's Up. That joint I told RZA to do first, he put another joint on before that. So it's like 3 or 4 times I give you some information to put a certain joint out that'll make Wu-Tang go where they need to go, and you do something totally different. Y'all really not valuing my input. But yet, people wind up playing that song anyway, so I'm like, I told you niggas.
So give us one joint that you produced that we didn't know you produced.
The one, Don't You Know, the remix. Me and my cousin Marcus Logan did. Don't you know that I know?
Oh.
Don't you? The one with the girl, where he's talking about the girl.
Oh, domestic violence?
No, the one where he says, the girl was like, sex is something that everybody needs, everybody wants. See, you got it.
ForbesDVD.com